and I want to talk about this police that stay across from me, right? So basically, this is where my reading's at right now. All right, so I'm at 63. You got cell towers, it's mixed cell phone and Wi-Fi. Okay, RF readings, pretty good. See, but anyway, this dude pulls up like 5 minutes after me, parked right beside me. I mean, the parking lot is completely empty on his side, where his entry point is. So I believe they be having something in those cars, or the nigga trying to do some slick stuff. You know, like I said, he parked right beside me, pull up, bag his car right up here, and pulls right beside me. So this is like, I'm not for sure, but I think he's the actual person, the officer that I saw when it was the sheriff department over there. So I caught him getting out the car. He looks exactly like a police. He got the headphone, he got a body camera headset like I got, but his is probably more high tech than mine's. But yeah, sure enough, I goes back out to my car to get my lunchbox out, and I see the car sitting there. I didn't know nobody sitting in the car. And then I look at inside the car. He's sitting in the car. He's fiddling with it, doing stuff on his phone, right? And that's what they do. And I've noticed that from the last perp when I stayed at my last place, the dude would pull up and he would get his phone and start tapping on his phone. So I don't know if that's like some type of thing that they do once they get outside your residence in the range of your Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. And he'll be out there in the parking lot touching his phone. I always noticed that every time I used to watch him, and it looks normal, but I mean, why is it every time you get right here, you touching your phone? And you can see the perps doing that when they drive by your house. They have their phone in their hand and they be touching their phone. Soon, driving by real slow. Some of them may pull in and park and then they'll start doing it. Then they'll get out the car. Okay? So yeah, that's the police and that car, that SUV with the Florida tags. That's the police. So I don't know where his cruiser is because I seen that same person. I'm almost for sure that's the same person I seen. And I asked him, "Are you the courtesy officer?" That's what I asked the guy. I asked him, he had the police cruiser over there with him, full uniform on and everything, right? Now, I didn't walk all the way up to him, but I said, "Hey, are you the courtesy officer?" And he said, "No." And then that was just that. But the way he said it was like, he really wasn't any, it wasn't, that was all. He wasn't like, "Oh, do you need the courtesy officer," or something like that. None of that. Just real quick, no. Coming out the same breezeway that this guy just went in. So I think it's the exact same person, just another vehicle. Ain't that something? And I was just talking about on one of my last videos about how this Mexican couple followed me from one apartment complex to the next apartment complex, and each time they stayed directly across the parking lot from me. So what's the odds of that? That I just said that, and now we got the police directly across the parking lot from me. Man, you cannot make this stuff up. But anyway, just to let you guys know, that's what's going on. The police over there in plain clothes stay across the parking lot from me.